Hey, what's happening, nation? It's Joku. Raiders started making some moves today. I was super happy to see it. I know I've been watching a lot of people's videos. Some of you guys are pretty upset about it. Some of you guys were super happy. I honestly, this move had to happen. We're going to jump into it, man. We're going to go over the Gabe Jackson. I want you guys to take a look at this defense that I set up that pretty much just has all the free agents taken out of it. And just, I don't know, man. I honestly think it looks pretty good, so we're going to break down that. If you're new to the channel, please do think about subscribing. I really do appreciate that. It helps me out and it keeps me growing. But we're not going to waste too much time. Al, what's happening, dude? Dave, what's going on? Pizza, what's good? Oh, Trial, what's happening? So, yeah, man, let's jump into it. Gabe Jackson. Gabe Jackson, and I understand, like, Gabe Jackson is now released, but it saved us $9 million. We released Ty Williams, saved us, what, $11 million. And everybody's like, dude, we keep releasing all these offensive players, and we have a shit-ass defense we have to address. And the thing is, all of our cap for this team, like it was like 65-70% was all put towards the offense. We have to even that out if we're going to fix this defense. And a lot of it came with blowing up that offensive line, which as much as that sucks, it had to happen because some of those dudes were getting honestly overpaid for what they were doing. And Gabe Jackson was one of them. He's a great player. He's going to end up landing somewhere. Ty Williams already ended up landing out in for the Lions. So, I mean, he ended up getting like a $6.2 million contract, and like we were going to pay him 11. Like these dudes just don't deserve that money, especially going into this offseason with all the cap being down to 185. It sucks. So you have to make some of these changes. But our offensive line does kind of scare me now because, I mean, we'll still have Colton on the left. We'll still have Hudson in the middle. And like Sanjay was saying, you can easily plug in these gaps. And I mean, we got to get Good re-signed and get him like ready to go. And I have no doubt that he'll be able to fill in one of those guard spots. And I mean, Richie, as long as he stays healthy, will fill that other. And then you go in free agency or even in that draft and you end up going ahead and getting a big-ass right tackle and sticking him on the field if we do end up dealing Trent. And if we do deal Trent, I want to get some kind of value for it because we put up through enough grief to where I don't know. We deserve something to get his ass back there. And then as far as the defense goes that I put together, man, we re-signed Vickers. I was super happy about that. I'm really hoping that he can work into the rotation. I put him and Irving on the middle, put Farrell on the outside, put Crosby on the outside. I think that could generate a pretty good amount of pressure. You still have Nazip rotating in. We'll end up seeing what happens with Arden Key, but he'd still be in that rotation, keeping that speed. And then either Beasley or Tack, if we end up hanging on to one of those guys, or honestly even both of them. And then we move into the linebackers, man. I had to pick somebody. I put Tanner Muse. I mean, Morrow's possibly going to be moving on. Raekwon, I do not think is coming back. And you start dwindling it down. I wasn't going to put Kyle Wilbur's ass out there. So I want to stick Muse just to kind of see what it looked like. I honestly thought it looked pretty good, man. It's a lot of speed at that linebacker position. But even looking at this, man, it's another reason why we have to go out there and address that linebacker spot. I think it's really important that we do that through this draft. Got Abrams sitting up there in the middle. Got Arnett and Mullen playing the outside. And then that high safety spot, as it's sitting right now, I stuck Joyner in there. I put Heath up there, and I was just kind of taking a look. I'd rather have Joyner over Heath. I'm not going to lie. I do not want to see either one of those guys playing that single high spot, but that is what it is. So, I don't know. That's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight, man. Just wanted to break it down. I know everybody's made videos about this already. It's just and price you pay for working all damn day. Let's see where I was. Miguel, what's going on, man? I'm glad you can make it out. Defense is great. How it is. That's what I'm saying, man. That doesn't look too bad. Carlos, you doing all right, man? I want the Dolphins. Aaron, what's happening? Chris, how are you doing, man? Hope you and your family are doing well. Been a minute since I caught you live. It has been a minute, Chris. I'm glad you made it out to the show. Denzel Good is a great fill-in for Gabe. He is. He's a perfect fill-in. I'm not going to argue that at all. And it comes with a way, way less price tag. And I'll take that all damn day. Oh, Eli, what's happening, dude? How much cap do y'all have? I mean, after that, we were $6 million in the hole. Released him, so that bumped us to 3. Then we had the 11. So I mean, right now we're sitting at like 13 or 14 million on the plus side. So I mean, I'll take that all damn day. You got to allow. I wonder if they're going to drop it for the rookies this year, but it's supposed to be 10 million for the rookies. So I mean, honestly, we're still sitting like at about 7 or 8, and then you start. I mean, you get rid of a dude like Mariota, you get rid of Trent Brown. All of a sudden, you have a shit ton of money. You can go out there and start making all sorts of moves. Simpson filling in one of the gaps. Man, Carlos, that's what I'm wondering, if Simpson's ready to take that next step and really jump into that starting rotation. If the Raiders feel like he is, that would be huge. I mean, I would take that, but I still think Simpson's going to be the backup for Richie Incognito, the backup for Good, and just kind of fill in that swing guard position. I think he can handle that for us and come in for a few weeks if he has to. Wish Jackson would have reworked his contract, but it is what it is. I would have taken a restructured contract with Jackson. Clearing some money is good, but it won't mean a damn thing if you don't make a decent free agent signing. Eli, 100%, dude. 100%. No worries, man. Reside Tack, he's the guy who's going to make the difference on our defense. He didn't come to the Raiders for nothing. He loves the Raiders and wants to be a Raider. Dave, I hope you're right about that, man. We need some of these defensive lines. That's why I like Vickers so much, because he was able to go out there and just completely step up and change the way it was going. Joyner has to go. David, I'm not arguing with you, man. I want to see another I would love to cut out another safety and stick his ass at that single high spot. Like, you have no idea. Kyle Van Noy, man, I've been hearing so much talk about him. I've seen a few different videos about him being pumped out. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't take him. I just don't think we're going to have the money to... Our money's going to be so tight, like so damn tight. It's going to be value guys, and we still have to build depth back on this team. And a lot of the people that you're going to be picking up, it's going to be depth behind some of the players that we have right now, so we could try to keep this core together. I could see us getting one like star, and I see it being a free safety, and then I see the rest of these guys being those $5 to $6 million a year guys, not the guys that are going to be costing us that higher price tag. You're only going to be able to get one this year, like only one. Joyner is a massive free agent bust, worse than Collins. Man, Dave, it sucks, dude. But I want to put a lot of it on Gunther. But at the same time, dude, Joyner, we've all seen it, dude. We've seen it on the field. I keep hearing people talking about moving Farrell into the inside and getting another edge rusher. Luss, man, I think he plays pretty good on the inside. I've talked about that a few times. I think just his ability to move inside and out is a huge advantage. Part of me loves him on the outside because he's so good against the run. But part of me likes him on the inside just because he can get that interior pass rush. But if you can get two guys that can get that interior pass rush and keep him on the outside, he's going to end up having a better all-around season. No way our D looks good how it is. Play Heath versus the Chiefs. It's the only time I'd want to see him hit the field. Costas, what's up, man? I'm glad you make it out. Vickers and Irvin, y'all good with them as starters. Brandon, I just wanted to put it together. I'm really hoping and praying that Mo Hurst can beat out one of these two and have him in that rotation. We just re-signed Vickers, so I just wanted to see what he looked like next to Irvin because they were our two newest acquisitions. And I just wanted to keep the ends the same. No, Brandon Joyner, no. I want to replace Joyner with somebody else. But that's what we have right now. So that's why I wanted to see it. Joyner dead cap reduces to $1.25 million if cut after June 1st. That might be what they're waiting on, William. I appreciate that info. If Muse plays lights out, there's no doubt that he'll give Beasley the boot. I'll give you that. I'll give Beasley the boot right now. Seems like Mayock and Gruden are feeling the fire underneath their fannies. I do agree with that. I'll tell you, dude, if he goes out there and Gruden ends up shitting the bed and we go 8-8 and we don't make the playoffs or we end up taking a step back, there is no excuse. They're gone at that point. And I think Mayock would end up going with Gruden. I think you'd see a completely different regime come in and take this team over. Need quality interior pass push? No, you have to have it, Mike Earl. You have to have that. If you don't, you're screwed. It doesn't matter. Hope we draft Jeremiah in the first round, Javade Holland in the second. Chris, I'd take that. Jeremiah's the kid I've been pulling for, man. And looking at these linebackers, I would love to have Jeremiah in this rotation, especially if we ended up did getting that free safety. And then if you want to take a free safety in the second, let him play behind, hopefully, pray to God, Marcus Williams. I'll take that. Let him get a little bit of a learning curve. Morrow not coming back. King, he's a free agent right now. The Raiders, from what I understand, the Raiders offered him a contract. He said that he feels that he is a real three down linebacker, and he wanted to test the free agent market. If he hits that free agent market, because we have no claims to him anymore, we're sure as hell aren't going to franchise tag a dude like Morrow. He's going to end up getting paid a little bit more by somebody else, and I can see him moving on. It's going to be a move that I'm not going to be shocked by, but we have to just be ready for it. Absolutely cut Joyner and make him take a pay cut. Yes. Jock is way overrated. Watch the tape. Raider Sparks, man, I have watched a lot of tape on that dude. I like him, man. I really do. I think what the Raiders need him to do, I think, is exactly what he could do for us. Collins doesn't need to be cut. He has no contract. No, Collins is just gone, dude. John Johnson or Marcus. Oh, dude, I'll take Marcus all damn day if we're talking safeties right there. Dave Collins ain't even on the roster. No. Oh, talking back to Dave. No, he's not even on the roster right now. He's off our active roster. More on Mayock finally admits he messed up the drafts. Man, I liked his little press conference. It kind of bounced around back and forth. I want a defensive tackle in the first round, specifically Barrymore. Dude, a lot of people are pulling for him. I see a lot of people putting his name. I like him. I don't know, dude. I want Jock. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to keep flip-flopping on it. Like, that's the dude I want at 17. Everybody always has their pick they want the Raiders to take in the first round. Jock is for me, man. I'm really pulling for that kid. K. Shorts is a must pick. Man, I don't even want Joyner at a discount. That's how I feel about Nevin Lawson. Like, I don't even want him at a discount. I just want him off the team. And slap him in the inside, man, yes. I guess Tack is at Leo. Brandon, we got to find that Leo. I'm curious to see what happens. Live Mike, but I think that cutting Gabe was wrong. I would rather take Trent to save the money. I really think you're going to see both of them gone, Ardo. I truly do, man. Jock on the first round, I'll do it if he's there. If he's on the board and I was running this team, he would definitely be it. I think we drafted Leo in the second or third to complete it as well. There is, dude, and I was really hoping that kid from Georgia was going to slip, but it looks like he's actually starting to bounce up draft boards. I really think that he could have ended up playing that Leo incredibly well, but that's another person that they might end up looking at 17. If his stock and value keeps raising, man, I don't know. Hopefully we can get him in the top of the second. Oh, Lloyd, what's going on, man? I'm glad you can make it to the show. Tack right now is a free agent. Yes, Tack right now is a free agent. So is Beasley. Trayvon Morgan is our guy at 17. Dude, Dave, I understand. I've seen a lot of people talking about him. I do not want to pull a safety in the first round. I will be pissed, honestly, if we pull that move. King Morrow's a free agent. He's not coming back, in my personal opinion, dude. Based off what Mayock interview, it confirmed we will wait 3 weeks until free agency. Gruden overpays the trash like Ty Williams, who signs for dirt cheap with the Lions. That's what I'm saying, dude. We overpay some of these dudes to come to this team. And then they either don't perform, or they get hurt, or they just completely screw us in the pooch somehow, and then we end up moving on. I want to bring in, man, like Mayock was saying through that interview, like, you got to build through the draft, and that's honestly what we're starting to do. You're starting to see these draft kids start to get to that point to where they're coming into their own, and let's see if they can make that move, dude. I like cutting the salary, need some new blood. I assumed our new DC helping to shape our 2022 roster. Damn straight. What do you think about the Gabe Jackson cut? We needed that money, man. We had to get that money. You can get another guard that can play at the same level as Gabe Jackson for less money. Do it. Like, you have to do it, especially going into this jacked up offseason. Anthony Harris is expected to make 14, but I think we can get him between 10 to 12 a year. If we cut Joyner, that's almost all the money. If you got rid of Joyner and you brought in Anthony Harris, I would not bat an eye at that, like, at all. But I'd rather spend the extra $2 million and, like, be between the 12 and 14 and get that Marcus Williams type player that was really just going to solidify your back end. Take Barrymore or Morrig or Collins or whoever falls. Do not take a pure linebacker. We're going to be missing a linebacker. I'm telling you, this team is missing a linebacker right now. We desperately need a true linebacker. If we pick him up like somebody out of free agency, I'll take that. But I'd rather bring in... We missed out on so many brilliant freaking linebackers over the year that it drives me insane, man. Anthony Harris is who I want at free safety. Marcus Williams is fine as well. I'll give you that. I've been looking more and more at Marcus May, and I've kind of been backing off of him. I really want to make that push for Williams. Defense wins championships. Change my mind. Hey, nobody can change your mind. It's a proven fact. We saw it this year, like, single-handedly. I wanted Morrow back until Van Noy became available. His production would be welcomed. I'll give you that. We re-signed Trent Siege. Yes, we did. To a 3-year deal, man. So we got our long snapper locked down. And then, like I said, we re-signed Vickers. And then we we waived Elegui. We waived Jeremiah Valoga. And we straight up released DJ Killings, which... kind of sucks, dude. I was kind of pulling for DJ. I just wanted to see him make the practice squad, but he's officially just been released. That's not like a huge money saver, but every dime counts. Can't start a rookie free safety and Bradley's cover 3. There's no chance. He'd get torched. Yes, dude. That's what I'm saying. That kid aside, that's the Georgia kid, man. I love that kid. He would be a brilliant Leo. I just don't... Man, every draft board I see that kid jump so damn much. If he's there in the second and we could trade up to get him, I would take that in a damn heartbeat. Zaven, Jock, Slater, or Barrymore at 17. I'm not going to argue with that. If we get any of those guys, I'll take that. Trent Brown is trash. I never even wanted him in the first place. Oh, Rick, what's going on, dude? Jock in the first. We need a guard and tackle. There's a chance that 17 pick ends up going to a right tackle depending on how everything shakes out. And that's a real possibility that we need to keep an eye on. And even Mayock was saying through, he's like, I mean, if there's a offensive player on the board who's up here, and then you got defense down here. You have to take that player just to continue your team's growth over the years. And I completely agree with that, man. If you have a chance to get some elite offensive player or get some defensive guy that has a shot who you know is not going to be there next round, but he's not at the same level as that offensive guy, if you really want to build this team, you got to pull that trigger, man. You got to make that happen. I like Maury, but not in the first. No, dude, no chance in the first. I hear Marcus Mariota is going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Roberto, did you hear if we were just going to straight cut him to save that money or if we were going to try to work a trade? Listen to me, Isaiah Simmons is the most talented linebacker I've seen and most athletic, and he dominated the slot coverage. He cannot translate to the NFL slot. No linebacker has ever become a nickel CB ever. No, no, Brandon, I mean, you're right, dude. And you brought that up during my other video. We need something, man. And if you want to put Zaven Collins in there, I will take that. If you want to put Micah Parsons in there, I will take that all damn day. Like, all damn day. I just don't see him dropping to 17. If by some chance he's on the board, that's my man. I just don't see him slipping. I want a true cover safety and a veteran in free agency. I'll give you that, David. What's your issue with May? Lloyd, I just see May. Like, I love May. I really do. I put him in so many of my videos, and I've talked that dude up, like, a lot. But if you have an option to go out there and have Marcus Williams or Marcus May, I'm taking Williams 100% of the time. Marcus May plays very similar to Abram. I'd rather have, like, and don't get me wrong, May is way better in coverage than Abram will probably ever be in his entire life. But I don't know. I don't have, like, an issue with him. I like him. I just see him playing more. He plays more of the style of an Abram, and I want to have a true coverage guy back there so Abram does not have to worry about that, and he can just do his thing. Flanko, what's going on? Trent Brown is on deck. What kind of draft pick do you think we can get if we pull a trade for him? If we pull a trade for him, I mean, with the money that we've been paying him, you'd like to think he can go out there and get a second, but I think we'd be struggling to get that. Maybe a low second or a high third, I'd be happy with, man. I would just want, even if he left, we got like a 4th round pick, but they ate his entire contract, I'd take that all damn day, dude. That would free up a shit ton of money for us. We need to agree with them. Oh, no, dude, you don't have to agree with anybody, man. It's all about just seeing who you want. Carlson is a restricted free agent. No hurry there. This year is in the draft. Can we get and outsmart everyone just like... That would be a big shock. Just take the best dude on the board instead of going for that character dude who's a Gruden grinder. How about this draft? Somebody in the position that we have in need. Just a thought. That would be, see, those are all welcome changes. I would love a third for, if we got a third for Trent, I'd be happy as hell. Like, happy as hell. Wouldn't you want Hurst over Irving or Vickard? Rich E, I would, dude, but these were the guys that we just brought on. Mo Hurst will be in there. I just wanted to take a look at this just to see what those two look like next to each other since we just re-signed both of them. I have a feeling if we don't get Ruggs the ball this season, he's going to want out. I wouldn't blame him. Like, if he has a season like he did last year, I would not blame Ruggs at all for wanting to get out. And I will put that 110% right on Gruden's ass. Trade back, get Bolton. He could play Mike, Will, Sam, and Leo. He's a real linebacker, not a hybrid safety or converted whatever. Raider, I'll give you that, dude. I do like him. I wonder how far we could drop back to get him. But, I mean, if you got a shot at getting one of these top 3 dudes, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it over him all day. May is getting tagged, so no shot. Yeah, that's the other thing I heard. Package Trent Brown and Mariota for a 2nd-round pick to New England. May's probably getting tagged. It's going to be the same thing with... what's his name that we were all talking about? Mariota's too expensive just to have... No. That's the thing. Yeah, Diego, we're just going to have to cut him. And I could really see us just straight up cutting him off the team. And that's how we'll end up making his move over to New England. They're probably just waiting. There's no reason to give up value for somebody that you know is probably like an 80% chance is just going to straight get cut. And you could sign him from there. Makes the paperwork a lot easier. Johnson or Williams at safety. Thoughts? Dude, I'd take... If we're talking Marcus Williams, he's my number one. Like, he's my number one safety in the NFL that I want on this team. They're both top free agents targets, I guarantee, but Williams is my guy. Let's make Van Noy and sign him and play with the Pats in a Super Bowl. You ever notice how every dude that plays for the Pats that comes to this team is a complete shit show? Are you talking about Darisaw? I'm confused on that. If you want a true free safety, get Williams, but Johnson is more versatile. We need a true free safety. Gus Bradley's system needs a true free safety. All right, man, I'm sorry to cut this thing short, but I got to wake up super early. My little girl has some tutoring in the morning, so we got to be up at like 6. So, I don't know. I'll be back in the next day or two. I'm really sorry that I have to kill this, but if you guys could, please click the like button on your way out. It really does help me out, and it does keep me growing. But until next time, guys, I'm Son Joku. Thank you all.